Audio Jungle.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I am Jeff Greenberg, also known as Jeff G01 in the ETT game. I am joined today by Sean O'Neill, two-time Olympian, NBC color commentator for the Olympics, and U.S. Table Tennis Hall of Fame member. How are you doing, Sean?
I'm doing wonderful. I can't wait to see our upcoming match today between two good friends of VR Table Tennis Network. We're in for a great treat, and it's just awesome to be with you. And thank you for all the hard work and energy you've put into being able to share these matches and VR Table Tennis.
Yeah, we've seen Vlad and we've seen Ping Pong Tim play before. That was in the America's Cup. It was a pretty exciting match. Vlad is the current world number 5 player. If you look up Ping Pod Tim Cujo, he is at 57. But if you actually take out the active players, believe it or not, he's 26 in the world. Vlad's going to be tough to overcome. What do you expect to see?
Yeah, I think styles, you're going to talk about experience is the big difference between Vlad has been a mainstay in VR table tennis, not only as a top player who played in the ITTF First World Championships, but also as an amazing coach. If you go to YouTube and you want to improve, you're not going to have to click far in order to see some of his videos that have all elements of the game. So I think for Tim, the challenge is going to be to start fast, start strong. He cannot afford to go down a game or two in this format. But I think that we should have a good match. Based on the America's Cup, Tim played exceptionally well. I believe he won a game in that competition and it came down to the final game. So I'm excited. I think the fans should be excited. We've got a great match, and this is just the one of many matches that the VR Table Tennis Network will be bringing you in the future.
It is. So this is the February tournament. It's the Super Division, and it is their group round. The two of them playing. I think they're coming into the room. Hang on one sec. Let me get into the room. And yeah, they're going to be warming up. Let me mute them for a bit. We can keep talking. So I want to thank Vlad and his sponsors. This is not the normal virtual reality table tennis network arena. This is Vlad's, and you can see that he also has that box in the lower right, which is a spin speed meter, which we'll be watching throughout. Um, he does a
Yeah, the
great job
beauty.
with the VR. It's we're using his setup this time, but how do you feel about the whole VR scenario?
Yeah, I mean, it's something coming from Paris and Tokyo with NBC, doing a lot of MLTT stuff this coming weekend. I'm going to be down in Broward as the season's getting close to a conclusion. I think VR has so much potential to bring people across borders in table tennis, not only to have fans from around the world watch, which we see table tennis being one of the top tier sports for spectators, but to play. And I just think that the community that you, Vlad, Tim, has built. Obviously, we play Wednesday nights. We had a great session last night in the Paddle Palace room. You can see that's one of our sponsors on the left-hand side. Um, I just love the community building aspect. To play without picking up balls is always nice on the lower back. But to have a person from Indonesia yesterday in the Paddle Palace room, how cool is that? And I could see some of the top players from the years that I played. Some of his serves were reminiscent of the playing styles. We know that a lot of countries have their own blend of how people learn the sport. And of course, their role models and national champions directly influence whether it's the Swedes or the Chinese or the Germans or today's one of their hotter, the French team with the brothers LeBron. So I love VR table tennis. It looks like these guys are ready. They're doing the customary fist bump. So why don't we start
Yep.
to join in on
Oh,
the action? Why don't we
looks like they
get those
started.
mics
They're
going?
probably just kind of getting ready. By the way, it says Vlad is playing C Stark. That was who he played last. That's why that is up there. It will update to Vlad versus Ping Pong Tim as soon as one of them hits the ball. Oh, there we go.
And there we go. Tim is making the rounds, making sure all of his fans are ready. So here we go. Best of 7. Tim with the
And
serve.
Tim serves. A
So
little bit of a miss hit there.
Tim really has classic strokes. In real life, he's continuing to improve. Around 2000 plus level USA table tennis. Very active in the ping pod community, but he also plays at the Westchester Table Tennis Club. So you'll see very deliberate, nice strokes. Vlad, on the other hand, you're going to just see him as a master of getting his first attack in. He is so effective in both forehand openings as well as backhand closings, where he'll slam the door on you if you take it too easy. Here's a nice backhand there. Lot of spin, and he plays off the table. That ball caught the edge of the paddle, went into the cheap seats.
Yeah, Vlad's
So
backhand is incredible. We both played him. He generates a ton of spin. If you kind of watch the spin meter off to the right, you'll and try to time it where you see when he hits a backhand, it has a ton of spin on it.
yeah, that is so cool. I mean, we talk about in real life using high-speed cameras. Well, in VR, we have the luxury of being able to see the rotations on the spit on the ball in real time. The stats that we have here are just phenomenal. And again, nice block there by Tim, returning that first attack. Oh
Nice.
no, that's exactly what Tim does not want to have happen. You cannot afford, if you're playing Vlad, Tim's rushing
And
and
Vlad
Vlad is
has one
stomping.
point
Look
to
at
go,
this.
and there it
And
is.
look at that. Look at that backhand. I mean, that was
Yeah,
just devastating to finish
let's
off game 1.
take a look at one of the points, shall we?
So here, Vlad with the nice
Watch the spin meter.
backhand opening. Yeah, that spin meter is jumping up. Look at that. When
Yeah,
you're over 125,
let me back up a little bit. Let's see. I think we're there. Oh, maybe a little further. And we're
so
back.
in between games, players given a minute or two to just make sure all their equipment's working. Sometimes we might be swapping out batteries, getting something to drink. Um, if there's coaching going on, but I don't think either one of them has designated a coach. It looks like Vlad's stretching his back over there. It's interesting to see what the avatars do when you move around. They have to guess where your hands are. But we're ready for
And
game 2.
there we go, game 2. And this is best of 7. This is a little different than the previous tournaments where we played X number best of matches, which was best of 3 games. This is straight best of 7, just like in real life table tennis. We want to thank the developer for doing that.
Yeah, no, it's wonderful to be within the VR 11 VR table tennis community. As we know, they're always listening to suggestions as well as tips to try to
Wow.
take the game and make it almost a mirror of what we see in real life, just without the travel and the hotel expenses.
Sean, did you
So
notice
again,
that backhand? 138 RPS.
yeah, no, I mean that's Vlad, right? I mean we
Oh,
know,
yeah.
and Tim is fighting to get his offense going, and you can just see, oh, there's a good backhand by
Ooh,
Tim. Oh, that is a
beautiful.
nice combination. Very well done. Um, when Vlad backs up, he actually becomes even more tougher to get the ball through because he has such good footwork and court coverage.
Oh, Vlad's positioning is superb. Tim has a weapon that's pretty effective against most people, and he does punch blocks, and he is really accurate in putting it where you can't get to it. I wonder if he's going to be able to even use that against Vlad.
I mean, Vlad right now,
Look
look
at
at
this.
him with this court coverage. That is just outstanding. And
Oh,
there's so much pressure on Tim when Vlad is back because anytime Tim just puts it in play, Vlad's going to throw one of those at him. I mean, he's going to get that top spin in. And the mid distance attacks by Vlad are what really set him apart in VR table tennis. A lot of players can make shots up at the table. He can make them from all distances. And look at that heavy top
oof,
spin. Oh, beautiful,
beautiful.
beautiful backhand. And the footwork, he is moving just the exact same amount. I mean, it's not Wii table tennis where he's just twisting his wrist and forearm. He is moving all over the court. Um, Tim is finding a little bit of a buzzsaw here. And look at this. Wow, just drilling the ball. So game
Fantastic.
two, Wlad, very strong, continuing, not taking Tim lightly whatsoever, which tells you how Wlad views this opponent.
Yep. Here's that
This was
point.
yeah, that wonderful point that
The
Wlad was
footwork.
covering the entire table, and then Tim just nets the final return. So game three about to be underway.
You can see in the spin meter the last two shots that Vlad hit in the last point, 121, 128. That's heavy spin.
And I think, Jeff, that ability for us to be able to quantify not just watching the spin, but then actually seeing it. I know the ITTF or World Table Tennis would love to be able to know down to the revolution per second
Oh, it
these
goes beyond
numbers.
that, Sean. So notice you've got the speed and you've got the spin, but the third column actually shows the direction of the spin. And I know the developer is working on a way to load these numbers, not just into replays, which they have, but into the ball machine so that you can practice against specific shots with specific competitors.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that, again, if you have a chance to go to Vlad's YouTube channel, you'll see when he's giving lessons, he's using the ball machine extensively. And it really makes improving that much easier because then you can take those drills that he's pre-programmed into the ball machine room with you when he's not there. So really an opportunity to build those skills. And wow, jumping out to a 6-0 lead. I think Wlad
Boom.
knows in a round robin that every point matters, and he is giving Tim nothing to work with. Nice tight serve.
Oof.
Beautiful. Tim, good block off the opening loop. Those are not easy at all to block back, but Vlad's jumping. There's a little bit of a forehand punch in Wlad. Look at this
It
from the
hit
backcourt. Oh, barely missing.
168 spin on that last one.
I mean, this is
Hmm.
amazing. Nice deep serve there by Tim. He's bouncing. He's got to get going in this game. He cannot afford to go down 0-3. But Wlad, strong defense there up at the table.
Interesting. Tim is usually the showman, jumping around, flexing. He's maybe he's just concentrating on this match. He wants to have a good showing.
Yeah, I think there's a forehand. That is a well played ball. Strong up at the table. But Wlad still with the 2-point lead. And there's some backhands.
Oh,
Oh, look at the footwork as Wlad gets up to the table.
oh, great point.
Oh, excellent, excellent. And you can just see the look on Tim's face after the point's over. He wanted that one.
What do I got to do?
Exactly. Well, do one of those. It seems like Tim, at least when he's oh no, Tim, don't tell me
Never a
that
good
you're going
time
to
for
be missing
that.
your serve. No, absolutely not.
Big forehand. Oh, he got Vlad with the spin.
Vlad staying with the backhand serve because you know he's going to get his backhand into play. And now with a
Vlad
commanding,
is 1 point away, 1 game away, rather. Let me just see if we can bring back that 1 point.
this was amazing.
Yep. Right back to the
We will
guys.
continue to get stronger on our replays.
We will. Wonder
So
what
both
Tim is
players
thinking
take
right
that little
now.
break.
What does he have to do, Sean?
Okay, so first of all, he now is realizing that Wlad is not going to give him a free point.
Mm-mm.
I think sometimes when there's a slight difference in level, play can get a little bit loose. Top player might take a half a step back, allow the weaker player to get their offense going. Wlad is having none of that today. He is on a rampage. He doesn't want to make this any closer than it needs. And that's just a testament to knowing that when you've got an up and comer, you just keep that edge as long as you can. You don't let them think that they should be in the match. And Wlad is just staying. Here's a nice forehand loop there as we start game 4. I think Tim's going to have to figure out a way of putting 2 and 3 attacks together, and clearly no service errors. Vlad's so quick on the pickup on the deep serves. Just good technique, quality placement, and really nice serves. Tim's checking at his racket. Oh, both players are using Stiga Cyber Shape, so no one will have a clear advantage, although they can set the spin and speed numbers individually to make it customized. Oh, look at that step in by Wlad. I mean, that's just great footwork.
Great footwork. You cannot hit a high ball like that against Wlad.
No. I mean, there's just not a lot of room for finding weak areas because of the footwork, because of Vlad's placement. And again, we're in tournament situation here. Oh, now he's winning from the backcourt as well. Tim completely disgruntled, wondering, again, what does he have to do to score? And it'd probably be to move up to a 36-35 ELO. Because right now Wlad is on a tear. I really like that forehand pendulum serve there. It's low, tight, side top. And there we have it.
Very nice, Tim.
Good.
We had some good points.
Good points. I tried.
No, you did really good. You have some traps that are really nice.
I
some
swear
blocks, some blocks, and changing directions. You do that so well. It's very dangerous.
I swear I play so much better than that. I'm just a little under the weather right now. And recently, I was playing Jimmy Jim, and he mentioned that he couldn't see my racket. So I went to the paddle settings and positioning, and while I was searching through, fix it, I accidentally deleted my positioning.
Oh, the position. Okay.
So not the rubber, but the positioning of how my racket is with my controller, and I have not been saying it ever since. So I've been tinkering with that, and it's not the best. But luckily, I did that after I, played the rest of the guys. Because there's no way I would have beaten Grion with the settings I have here. It's probably taking a week or two before.
Jeff, I think it's so amazing, as you said earlier, that after every match, Wlad is going to go into coaching mode and just give encouragement, give tips. But Wlad was on his game today. I mean, there's absolutely no question that he went out there with a mission. He wasn't going to let Tim breathe. He was going to make every opening loop. He was going to make every opening block, both from up at the table, midcourt. We saw some lobs. Tim threw everything at him, including the kitchen sink. Wlad was just ready. So I think that this is going to give Tim, he'll have a chance to watch this match maybe multiple times. Can't be missing serves. Had some great shots here and there, but really need to figure out a way of getting into the points on his terms and not let Wlad kind of run the gauntlet and play his game.
Agreed. And it'll be interesting to see these guys play in the future, see if what Tim changes and how Wlad decides to try and squash that. So we'll see how it goes in the rest of the tournament. And I do want to say thank you, Sean, for joining us. For everyone at VRTTN, this is Jeff Greenberg, Jeff G01, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you at the next match.